And we're off. I'm headed to a Walmart national commercial audition featuring this is why people do commercial acting for shit like this. And then I'm going to Orange County. What a day. I'm gonna be playing a Walmart employee. Let's be real. Nobody who looks like this works at Walmart. That's not true. I'm sure there are tons.
In 1,000 feet, turn left.
Probably so many diamonds in the rough working at Walmart. Anyway, I'm thinking about putting my hair back because it just looks too fucking good. Look at the piñatas. I woke up early as butt so that my boss could deliver those to me. And now
Turn left on Northwestern Ave.
Stop interrupting me. Anyway, Veronica was in the bathroom all morning getting ready for her headshots, which I'm like, that's cool, but also like at no point did she acknowledge that I might want to get in there. Guess what? Doesn't matter because she's moving out. And I'm honestly looking for something a little different in a roommate this time around. I've learned a lot. Today feels like it's gonna be a good day, right? Weird. Maybe I should get up early more often. I don't know. And like a goddamn pro, I'm done. I was in there for like 15 minutes, mainly just waiting for that guy to make his coffee. Yeah, that was cool. It was easy. I mean, like, they were seeing Latino men, black men, white guys, Asian girls, everybody for this role. So it's really hard. It's really hard to get that when people are going for diversity because they want to not seem racist, especially corporations like Walmart. They want to prove that they're not racist while still appealing to tons of broke-ass white people, which is, I think, their main demographic. Sorry, Walmart. Didn't mean to bash you. Okay, gotta go home and change so I can go break open these piñatas in motherfucking Orange fucking County. I even managed to find time to upload my photos. So now my photos are all uploaded. I still don't even know which ones my agents and managers like because they have not told me. So I hope they like the ones I chose and put up. I put up a fucking ton. $180 later. Like, fuck, man. I like casting. And now I'm gonna grab some food and go to work. So a whole bunch of other stuff I wanted to get done, of course, before I went, but I'm just spoiled. I'm spoiled that I got a flexible job. Actually, I feel like spoiled comes along with a sense of entitlement, and I'm not entitled. I feel very thankful, like, every fucking day that my life is pretty awesome. I'm very proud of myself. I got El Pollo Loco instead of McDonald's breakfast. That would have just been gross, and I knew it.
That's what I will be continuously working on with Corey and Fraser and everybody else, and dementia, which is your love.
And the worst part about that was just the drive. In total, it took me over 3 hours, forwards and back, there and back. It's just like mind-numbing. I'm gonna go pick up Peach, and then I'm gonna go pick up an iron that I bought from Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm gonna get my gas reimbursement, and then I can fucking chill. Oh my god. Peach just took a shit in here. It was nasty. Peach, what did you eat? Okay, so just out of nowhere, Peaches starts taking a shit in Bed Bath & Beyond, and like, she's really well potty trained, so clearly just her stomach was bothering her. She was acting a little weird before that. It's not like her to just dump out wherever the fuck she wants. And it was a really nasty one. So I'm like, oh, what's wrong, Peach? I hope it's nothing serious. I'm gonna have to monitor her poop, see what I can find. But anyway, so I kind of freaked out, right? Because there was like people around and my dog's pooping and it smells disgusting and it's not allowed, so I'm feeling like self-conscious. And the only bag I have on me is the Bed Bath & Beyond bag that I just used to make a purchase. So I emptied out the bag and tried to pick it up, but then it was like way too soupy. Peach? It was too soupy, and so I just kind of mushed it around a lot, and like I cleaned up the floor, and then I like just I couldn't really carry the bag anymore because it was like a poop wad. So I just kind of shoved it under a thing and walked away, which was a bad move. It's not normally like me, but there was a cute guy working there and I just was like too embarrassed. Oh, but that was not cool. That was not cool. I just kind of panicked. Peach, are you sorry for what you did? What's wrong, Peach? What is it? Will you tell us? Well, no, I just got a closer look at her eyes too, and they're all red. Like she's been scratching them, and like, oh, they're almost bloody. I'm like so frustrated. I don't know what's wrong with her, but I sure would like to know. Peach's father doesn't really pay attention to her health stuff. Like he doesn't take it seriously. Like if she has diarrhea, he's just like, whatever, that happens. But like with dogs, a lot of times this stuff is all symptomatic of something else, you know, and you have to pay attention and get them help when you see that shit. And so it's really frustrating that, like, you know, I have her a couple times a week and I'm like trying to piece together what the fuck happened. And, you know, if I say that she needs to go to the vet and I take her to the vet, that's the only way she's going to the vet. Like, her dad's not gonna take her to the vet, and that's frustrating too. Why do I have to be the fucking responsible one? Okay, so because Veronica's gonna be moving out, I'm trying to figure out what this living room is supposed to look like. I'm not moving out. But I am gonna redo this place, because this is an opportunity. So, like, do I need to have this couch in the middle? Like, I don't think so. I think I should have a couch over here. That's how it was when I moved in. And the TV was over there, where all the clothes are. It's just such a weird shaped living room. Like, I don't want to have a couch right here blocking the beautiful view. But I kind of do. Like, what is it supposed to look like? I've thought about this a lot, but never, like, seriously, because I wasn't going to change stuff for a while. So basically, I have some plans. Now that I'm going to be living with someone new, I'm going to write up a lease for them. Even though they're not going to be on the official lease of the apartment, I'm going to write up an individual lease for that person that has rules, like if you damage something, you're responsible for it. And like, I didn't really ever think I had to spell that stuff out until I lived with Veronica. But she really kind of ruined some of my shit and never replaced it or fixed it. So, like, I'm gonna have all this shit in writing, so I feel like I can finally get a nice couch, some more other nice stuff, because this person is either going to treat it with more care or they're gonna pay for it, and that's awesome. So, like, what the fuck am I gonna do to upgrade this apartment? Like, I don't know exactly. I'm kind of freaking out, and I obviously need to get rid of my share of this crap back here, and I'm just like, fuck, like, there's so much more shit that I have back there than it even looks like. That looks like a ton of shit, and my portion's only like half of that space, but I've put so much stuff into that space that I'm just like, I probably need to give up on my dream of selling it and just donate it. But it's funny because I spent years collecting vintage clothes to sell, and now I'm just gonna give them away. Like, I literally spent money on clothes so that I could turn a profit, and then it didn't happen, so I don't know, but I'm just like, I don't even feel like I can show the apartment to other people until it's ready, because I want to charge them top dollar. I don't know. It's exciting, and it's also daunting, and it's also sad, you know? Me and Veronica have been getting along really well, and she's been an awesome roommate. And so I'm totally afraid I'm gonna get somebody who sucks, you know? And I'm gonna do everything in my fucking power to prevent that. But also, I'm gonna be out of town for a whole month, like, right when they move in. Like, what if I come back from Europe and all my shit is stolen? I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna install a surveillance camera while I'm gone. oh, it's weird, but also, like, I'll have peace of mind. And I'm, like, very much a peace of mind kind of person. Like, if I don't have peace of mind, I'm, like, a ball of anxiety. Have you noticed? Have you noticed that about me? Anyway, so that's all gonna be gone. There's this really gorgeous photograph that I have behind Veronica's clothing rack, and I can't wait to make it, like, a part of this fucking living room. So I'm looking on Craigslist. I'm doing some Craigslist hunting right now. I am just enjoying that I'm not at work. Peaches is not feeling good. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. Google. And also, like, where are my real friends that want to just hang out with me while I'm doing this? You out there? I know you're into it, Beth, but, you know, you're seeing this months after it happens, so it's not your fault. Also, you live on the other side of town. Hey, thanks for watching, though. Some of my friends watch this. Really, only my friends watch this. You know, nobody watches this. You know, I've been making these videos for over a year, almost a year and a half, and nobody fucking watches it. That's okay. Welcome to my life, walking around being this thing that I think is awesome, that nobody recognizes. Yay! Untapped potential woman for life. I got cast in a commercial where I was playing the role of untapped potential woman, and I just feel like that's been my entire life since then. It's really sad. I'm turning things around, though. You know, I'm really taking steps, and things are gonna change. Things are gonna fucking change. I just called my brother, and it was really nice to talk to him. I just feel so alone sometimes, and it's really nice to reach out to somebody who wants to be there. I find so many of the times that I am vulnerable and I reach out to people when I'm lonely, it's like met with confusion or pity or disinterest because it's not what they're trying to do, and it's just so nice to finally reach out to somebody who fucking cares about me. And I'm a little bit sad, clearly, because it feels like the only people who care about me are people who are, like, bound by blood to fucking care. But at least I have that. Like, I'm so grateful for that. Like, it's awesome. It's sad, but it's fucking awesome. So it's this, like, perfect hour of dusk right now, and this street leads directly up to the Hollywood sign. And this one right here, this fucking street right out here. And I just saw this husband, wife, and daughter. The daughter's like 5 years younger than me, probably. So, like, adult-ass parents, right? Like, could have been my dad when he died, because that was 5 fucking years ago. That's the point. Spoiler alert. Anyway, I just saw them trying to get a picture in front of the Hollywood sign, right in front of my house. This happens all the time. People are constantly on this street doing this. That's what most of the traffic and parking issues are around. And so I see them trying to get it, but then realizing that there's no perfect view of it, because there's no perfect angle unless you go in the middle of the street, which you shouldn't do because you're a pedestrian. You're not in a car. So people go driving up and down the street in their convertibles and, like, motorcycles, and, like, people speed through here all the time. And so anyway, they're, like, trying to get this perfect angle of, like, this perfect picture, like, with the Hollywood sign behind them, and they can't. And the daughter, because she's my age and she's savvy as fuck and probably cool, and they look like they were from Russia or the Ukraine, she was like, oh no, we have to go this way. And I just, like, got it. Me and the dad made eye contact, and he was, like, this, like, balding Eastern European man with, like, a picnic basket and, like, a thing draped over his shoulder. So, like, he's just, like, exhausted. He's, like, carrying cargo, right? So he's like, and then he looks over and makes eye contact with me, and I'm just sitting here staring at them and, like, smiling because I know exactly what they're doing. And he just looked so, like, tired and worn down from this long day that's ending with his daughter chasing him for the perfect picture, you know what I mean? And it made me smile, genuinely. Like, we held eye contact for, like, 6 seconds, which is really long if you think about it. That's looking at somebody for this long. You can do a lot in 6 seconds. That was just a glimpse of what I can do in 6 seconds. You guys have all seen what I can do in much more than 6 seconds. But it was just cool to lock eyes with him in this moment where he's tired and frustrated, but like those are the moments that I look back on with my dad. Like that long day where I like dragged him to go do something and he was just like, oh, I'm so tired. And I'm like, come on, let's go. Like, you know, that's kind of the role of the kid in a relationship with a parent, right? The kid's always like, come on, Dad. Come on, Mom, let's go. And so I found it endearing and also like totally fucking heartbreaking. Like I'm so sad that I don't have a dad and that I don't get to share moments like that with people. But I'm so fucked up and then turn back around and then once more and then back the other way. And 5 years later to the point where I'm able to sit here and just smile back at that person genuinely because like, that's fucking awesome, man. Those are the fucking moments. And like, you might not realize it. You probably don't. You probably take that shit for granted. But one day, you will look back at those fucking moments and be like, oh, they were the best. My dad came all the way up that street with me just to get the perfect picture of the Hollywood sign. You know what I mean? Like, that's what that's gonna be in her book when he's dead. Like, oh my God, am I the most morbid person in the fucking world who's chosen to be blonde? Like, morbid people choose jet black hair. I am so fucking death obsessed and like just sadness driven. Like, people strive to look for happiness in their lives and I sit here and I like feel alive because I feel fucking heartbroken. Like, what am I even basing my life around? I just find it fascinating and I've always thought it would be useful for my craft. Since I am a method trained actor, like I always thought that somehow by noticing, experiencing, and like amplifying negative experiences, that would somehow contribute to my depth as an actor, because I very long ago subscribed to the thinking of if you haven't lived through it, like how can you act it? Which I no longer think is true, but there is something to be said for that. Like, because I have lived so much, I can play a certain level of depth that other people can't. But the catch there is that I can't undo my depth. You see, it's much harder for me to play naive, play 12 steps ago, 50 steps ago. Like, I'm so fucking jaded by my present that it's really hard to forget what it was like before I had all this mental baggage. Is anybody ever gonna love me? Oh my God, I'm such a fucking mess. No, this is not a manic episode. This is a rant, okay? I'm a fucking comic. I'm a fucking stand-up comic. I've been writing a lot of stand-up comedy. Like, throughout my day, randomly, I'll just smoke a bowl, or like smoke half a bowl. When I say that, I'm talking about weed, okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you shouldn't be watching this. So I'll smoke a bowl, and then I'll do the dishes or whatever, and like, it doesn't affect me that much. Because I don't even buy really good weed, because I don't even want to be high. It's the after high feeling that I like. Anyways, I should just be buying CBD. But I'll do that, and then like halfway through me washing the dishes, I'm like, that's a hilarious perspective to explore a joke in. And then like I have to write it down. And so that's how I write down jokes, is they're definitely not like fully formed ideas. I'm like, what an interesting take on that opinion. And it always feels genuinely true to me, and I'm always like, yeah, that shit's fucking funny. And it's true, man. When I say that shit to people, when I'm at work or like hanging out with people are like, you funny. But then when it's like put me on a stage, I'm always like, I have to plan out my jokes. But so does Jerry Seinfeld. Just because I'm planned out doesn't mean it's because I do the work. Okay, guys, to be a professional actor or comedian, you have to put in the work. I'll just take the veil away right now. It's gone. Nobody's just, I mean, yes, there's a natural inherent talent in some people, but if you don't put in the work, that doesn't count. Like, I'm sure tons of the homeless people that are out there not even a mile away right now, setting up camp for the night under the underpass before they find out where they're gonna get their next fix. I bet you, like, a large percentage of them are super talented, or were at some point. I bet you a lot of them are creatives. Not all of them. Some of them are vets. Some of them are people who were just mentally ill. Some of them became mentally ill, like, but some of them were fucking brilliant artists who didn't put in the work, and then either their mental illness got them, or they were led to a place of mental illness, or they just found themselves there one day, or they never found themselves there one day and they don't even know they're mentally ill and they're just going about their days. Like, how do most people think about homeless people? Because that's how I think about them. Wow, you think I got it better than you, but honey baby child, just because I got a roof over my head doesn't mean I'm not fucking struggling, you know? Like, I'm just blessed in a non-religious way to not be struggling with mental illness on the level that you are. Anybody can end up on the streets, guys. I guess that's what I'm trying to nail in, you know? Really trying to bring it home. Bring it home, wherever your home may be. All right, end of rant. Sorry, if you're even still here. So, like, yeah, I could do an hour-long Netflix special. I want to just be doing shit like that that's so cool on such a regular basis that it's like, fuck yeah, what am I working on this week? My Netflix special. I mean, not even this week. That would take me several weeks. But I would have a team of writers. Like, that's what I want to be working on, guys. I want to be busy. I want to be working on that on that level. And in order to do that, I guess I just have to do it. But I'm like, I clearly already possess that capability. I just have to prove it to people now, and I hate having something to prove. I don't like people that prove shit. I don't know, I hate it when somebody's like, yeah, I got this to prove. It's like, I wish I didn't have to prove that. I wish everybody just already knew. You know what I mean? Like, everybody wants to see what Meryl Streep does as an actress. She's already proved herself. And I'm like, I'm sitting here with all this talent, like, I'd love to have already proved myself. How can I prove myself? Cast me in fucking something. I'll fucking prove myself. It'll be a fucking hit TV show. Any format of TV show that I was cast on right now, I could pull off really well. I'm talking telenovela. I could do a multi-camera sitcom. I could do a single-camera sitcom. I could do a dramatic show, half hour, 1 hour, procedural, like crime drama. Like, I know all my shit. The only thing I don't want to do is investigation discovery, where it's like almost a reality show. They recap it every 3 minutes, and it's crime reenactment. That's the one thing I'm not gonna do. But I could even fucking make that great TV. Like, god damn it. What do I need to do to fucking prove myself? Start a YouTube channel? Yeah, that's really worked. Seriously, after doing this for 1.5 years, most of my videos have between 7 and 12 views on them. That's right. I've been doing this for like almost 1.5 years, maybe like 1 year and 4 months, something like that. And my videos have like no views. I have 43 subscribers. Nobody fucking cares. And I'm still doing it. And I edit all of this myself. Like, what the fuck am I even doing with my life? I'm talking about mental health. Like, it's not mentally healthy to look at screens as much as I do. I do that for business. I make sacrifices for business, but like, the lives that we are leading are not healthy, and they're going to implode. And the question is just, what's going to implode first? Our fucking mental health, or the state of our fucking nation or world? Like, is UN even still on? We still doing that? I know some people are obviously part of the UN, but like, it's supposed to be United Nations. Like, if there's only a couple of them, it's not. How are we supposed to not have anxiety? You know, talking about it really makes me feel better. I want to take Peach on a walk before it gets too dark. Hey though, real talk, my period is 6 days late. Doesn't sound good, right? But I didn't have sex this month, like at all. Zero sex. So I know I'm not pregnant, but I'm still concerned. But I'm like about to take a pregnancy test because I'm like, There was that one night I did get blackout drunk, and I woke up and my door was open. Like, anybody could have come in and raped me, I guess, but like, I don't think I woke up with my pants on. That's a really good cover. Ugh. No. But for real though, like, I'm worried. Even though I didn't fuck. I fucked not at all. Not even a little bit. Which I painfully remember because I tried to get laid. I got flaked on and treated like shit. I'm trying to mean something to someone, so I've been really saying no to the booty calls and pressuring them into like trying to mean something to me, which is not working. But anyways, I know I didn't have sex, so why the fuck is my period 6 days late? And I don't even have cramps. It doesn't even feel like it's about to happen, you know? Like, I'm gonna pee on that test just to be careful, but I did get it from the 99-cent store, so I don't know that it's totally legit. Oh, the things we do for peace of mind. Peace of mind. I guess you know you have social anxiety when somebody confirms a plan you made and you're like, fuck, I guess I have to do that now. I did not get nearly enough done tonight, as per usual, so going to bed because I'm waking up early to do some improv.